Hey everybody, welcome to the Revenue Growth Fast Frame of the Week. I'm Matt Scherz, the CEO of SBI, and I'm here with Chris Downie, who is the CEO of Flexential. Chris was kind enough to stop by and share 3 minutes of wisdom with us on what it takes to integrate companies. So Chris, good to see you as always.
Thanks for having me.
One of the things that many of your peers struggle with, and especially those that are owned by private equity firms, is when they're going to do an integration and they think about just the body of work of what it's going to look like, where do they start? How do they think about success points, et cetera? So if there were, I don't know, 3 or 4 things from your vantage point of being a CFO, investment banking, and now a CEO of Flexential, what would your advice be?
Well, first of all, I'd say look at integration as an opportunity. While challenging, there's a lot of good things that can come out of it. As you embark upon it, make sure you're focused on clarity of leadership. There are a lot of people and a lot of uncertainty that are going to be focused on who those leaders are, and having that focus and clarity out of the gates is critically important. And then really clarity of objective. What are we trying to do through the integration? If you kind of leave it up in the air that we're figuring it out, you're going to have an organization that's really not going to be able to execute on those things that are critical to success. So make sure that you're laying out those objectives, laying out the time frame in which those are to be completed, and who is available to them as they need certain decisions made through that process.
And when you talk about clarity of objectives, as the CEO pulling this off, was your personal time allocation, if you think about during the integration versus post-integration, were there maybe 1 or 2 buckets where you're like, hey, to my CEO peers, pay attention to like this one and this one, it can kind of creep up on you, and if you're not careful. Any advice you would give to your peers?
Yeah, I'd focus on really 2 areas. One, communications. There's never enough, and there's never necessarily the right channel, if you will. So take the opportunity to communicate, in any way possible, because that'll help obviously focus people on those things that are most important. And then culture. Culture can kill, or it can really set you on a path to greatness. And so I think if you focus on establishing a strong culture and then making sure that that's communicated and appreciated throughout the organization, not only for your employees but to your customers and your prospects at large, I think that has the opportunity to speak volumes.
They both customers and employees have to know what to expect in the new entity.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. All right. Well, great tips from Chris as you move forward. And if this is on your mind, which for many of you, as you're trying to drive growth, it is coming through M&A. Hopefully you were able to get some tips. And with that being said, as always, I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, and I wish you good luck as you try and make your number.